use the following classes to implement the methods present in this WebDriver interface. That's what it says, all known implementing classes, right? These are the classes you can use to implement the methods present in this WebDriver. Cool. So just try to understand what I am saying. You will get a clear idea. Fine. I have told that these are the classes which you need to use. Now what class to use? There are multiple classes. Simple logic. If you want to automate your application in Firefox browser, then use Firefox driver class to implement the methods present in WebDriver. If you want to automate your application in Internet Explorer browser, then go with Internet Explorer driver class to implement methods. It's same. If you want to go with iPhone, go with iPhone class, Android, and if you want to go with Google Chrome, then go with Chrome driver class. Okay, so it depends upon your browser. Choose first of all in what browser you are going to automate, and finally take that particular class to implement the methods present in WebDriver. I mean to execute all. Fine. So why we are going with separate classes for separate browsers? Do you remember in yesterday class for architecture what did I say? If you are talking with Firefox browser, you need to talk with Firefox native language, right? WebDriver talks with Firefox native language. That native language talking capability stuff is present in this driver. So if we use this driver for Firefox browser, automatically it have capability to talk with Firefox browser. So that's the reason I am using this class. So with this class, I can implement the methods present in Selenium WebDriver to automate. So this is a basic logic behind that. What is class? What is interface? Interface will define set of methods. It's kind of blueprint, okay, but it does not execute methods by itself. It need a classes to execute or to implement the methods present in the WebDriver. Selenium guys has came up with a set of classes. You have to choose a class depends upon your browser execution. If you want to execute your test case in Chrome, then go with Chrome driver. In that way, the simple logic, 3 steps, a basic logic which lies behind all this. Yeah, the question asked was what is difference between Android driver and WebDriver? So Android driver in the sense it is in native browser, maybe in the mobiles. Android WebDriver in the sense, uh, see, it's basically on the app. There is two kind of variations, right? One, you can view the website directly if they have app, and one is you will try to open that website in the Android, though it doesn't have any app. So these two are in still development stages. They are not full, robust developed. Still, these are in beta stages. Okay. Right. So with this concept, I'll try to write now my first step. Okay. The step which I am writing here is common across all the Selenium programs. Whenever you start with a program, this step is mandatory every time. So you need to give this step. First, decide what class you are going to choose to implement the methods in the WebDriver. Okay. First thing is definitely you have to implement the methods in the WebDriver to complete your automation. So you have to choose a class. Which class you need to want, to implement. That means you have to decide in which browser you want to automate, because those are directly related, right? If you want to go with Firefox browser, then you will come with Firefox driver. Okay, let's go with Firefox first for few days. Okay, I have decided to choose Firefox driver class. Copy same and paste it here. Fine. This is the class. Now I'll create object for this class. The reason to create object for this, I'll let you know why I'm creating object for class. Okay. So whenever you want to call the methods of WebDriver using this class, you will create an object for this class, and with the object reference you call that methods every time. Okay. First you need to create an object for class. Okay. So what are the steps here for creating a class object? Choose the browser on which you want to perform automation. Yes, selected Firefox driver. This is my class, and now create an object for this class. So how would you create an object for the class? It's very simple. This was the syntax. New. Yeah. Java is basically object oriented, so that's the reason we'll go with creation of object every time. So use the class means use the object of the class. I will not call every time entire class to manipulate that class. I'll take a reference of that class, and then I'll use that object to make changes in the program. So first and foremost, please create an object for the class. How? This is a syntax for creating an object for the class. See, new, class name, and new. This is a memory allocation operator. So this operator says that there is some space was created for an object. New is the memory allocation operator in Java. So whenever you say new operator before the class name, it says that there was a space created for the class, to assign an object. Okay, equals to, write an object name here. That's all. Now object was created. Object name is driver. Okay, so driver was the object name of this Firefox driver class. So straightforward. How did I create? I just gave a new memory allocation operator. So space was created for the object, and once a space is created, you need to give that name, right, to that object. So I am just writing as equals to the object name. This is anything independent. You can write driver 1 or at least D, anything. Object name you need to give. But make sure once you create an object, use the same object name in the entire program. Okay, in my convenience I'm using driver because I used to that by giving an object name as a driver. You can go with any name as your wish to create an object. Okay, so fine, one thing is done. We have successfully taken up a class with a reason that I want to automate in Firefox, and I created an object also, and I gave name for that object as driver, or you give any. Once again I'm telling, it's up to you, whatever name you can give. Fine. So last step left is, now this driver object should implement the methods present in the WebDriver. Okay, this has capability, but we have to deliberately mention here. Now we need to tell, right, what interface methods I need to implement. That clarity we need to give here. Now we have just created our object for the class, but we have to deliberately tell to the object that please go ahead and implement the methods present in that interface. What interface? That interface you need to write here. As I am need to implement the methods of this WebDriver interface. If you give the WebDriver as a prefix to the object, so that object understands that yes, I am the object of Firefox driver class, and I need to implement the methods present in the WebDriver interface. Okay, this we say as runtime polymorphism, something kind of Java, but this entire sentence says as runtime polymorphism in Java. This concept is to, first of all, to execute the methods in interface, you are creating a project, you are creating a class and using that object to call the methods of interface. This concept is called runtime. Okay, that's all. Only this one step is Java here. I mean, we are using Java concept here. Hereafter, everything is smooth, Selenium only. Okay, this you will understand whenever you are writing from next time, or you will be continuing writing day by day programs, right? So then you will get very clarity about this session, because every time you use this sentence. Whenever you are starting a program, first you have to automate in one browser. Cool, that's the basic thing. Okay, to automate in a browser, you have to come up with a class. So that's mandatory. The only creating a class object is not satisfied our requirement. That actually should perform the actions of WebDriver. That means you need to prefix it. That's all. So you are now, even you can tell that this step is necessary for every program, right? So without this program, you cannot start continuing your automation. Fine. So once it's done, one query been asked here says, which I think, yeah, we have the notes here, and I have explained you steps for creating a class object, how to create an object, and how to make object reference. Okay, you can watch these steps for theoretical part, and which I'm telling you now practical. Again, watch the theoretical part, and if you want, listen this first 10 minutes video again, you will get a clarity. Okay, first time it will be little confusion, that's to everyone, but later on coming days you will be very clear with all these concepts. Fine. Now you see there are some red lines here. Okay, that means there is some error. Move your mouse onto the Firefox driver. Okay, yeah, when you move, it give you some fixes. It asking to import this driver. Whenever you are writing a class, you need to import that package. Okay, when you are writing when you are learning Java, deliberately you have to write this step, import Firefox driver. That step you need to write, because once you are doing working with a class or interface, you need to import that package on the top and globally in the program. But you don't have that headache with Selenium. You just write this step as usual, forget about all importings on the top. So that's, flexibility you have with the Eclipse tool. That's why I love to work with Eclipse. You write a single step, definitely there will be error, because without importing that package, class will not start working. Though you write, it says some error under, you can see by the red line you have. Okay, what all you need to do was just move your mouse onto that, and it's asking to import Firefox. Just click on it. See, with one click, it automatically got imported. So you need not worry about by hearting what to import and all. You just remember this step. Okay. Now again there was error here. Red line is there. Here the error was gone. Okay. Red line vanished. Here one more error is there, because this is an interface. Even this will have a package. Okay. So many are there. So what to click to decide was verify that prefix should be like org.openqa.selenium. Okay, and we need a WebDriver package, right? Click on here. This got imported and error gone, and we are good with the program. Fine. Now with this driver object, we have to start a magic now. Okay, now this driver have two capabilities. One, it knows that I want to automate in Firefox browser. Now it also knows that I want to implement the WebDriver methods. Cool. Now start implementing WebDriver methods. So once you are implementing, calling these WebDriver methods using driver object class, automatically those will perform in Firefox browser, because this is an Firefox browser's object only, right? So when you are calling these WebDriver methods now using this object, automatically all the methods which you are calling will perform in Firefox browser.